Glenn Thomas, better known by his stage name Doe B, was an American hip-hop recording artist from Montgomery, Alabama. He was perhaps best known for being signed to fellow American rapper T.I.'s Atlanta-based record label, Grand Hustle. Thomas was also known for his signature eye patch, the result of a shooting that occurred in 2009. During his career he released several mixtapes, including Trap Life and Baby Jesus. He was also featured on the 2013 Grand Hustle compilation G.D.O.D. Thomas was shot and killed on December 28, 2013 at the Centennial Hill Bar Grill, in his hometown of Montgomery. There have been two posthumous projects, D.O.A.T. 3 and the compilation mixtape Doe B Presents C.B.M. Choppaz, Brickz and Money, released by Doe B's own label, Cote Block Music. Musical career. On November 22, 2012, Doe B released his first full-length project, a mixtape titled Trap Life, with Hoodrich Entertainment. The mixtape, which hosted by American disc jockeys DJ Frank White and DJ Scream, includes production from Lex Luger, Zaytoven, M16 and Will A Fool, among others. He was signed to Grand Hustle Records by the label's founder T.I. in 2012 and appeared on Hustle Gang's G.D.O.D compilation mixtape, which was released May 2013. He appeared on 4 tracks, Chemo Saab, G.D.O.D, Real Niggas, and the remix of his song Let Me Find Out. Shortly after signing to Grand Hustle, Doe B had secured a recording contract with Interscope Records. Doe B later released his own mixtape, the 18-track Baby Jesus, in 2013. An alternative 21-track mixtape with 18 of the original and 3 more tracks was released and hosted by Maybach Music Group's DJ Scream. Doe B also released music videos for Let Me Find Out featuring T.I. and Juicy J, Too Many featuring Rich Homie Quan, and Trap Music. His debut studio album had been expected to be released in early 2014, on Grand Hustle and Interscope. Following his death, his management confirmed that his music would be released posthumously and that he had over 200 songs recorded. On December 30, 2013, a new Raekwon song, featuring Doe B and T.I., titled I Wanna Know, was released. Later that day, Atlanta-based rapper Pastor Troy released a tribute song to Doe B, titled Y'all Ain't Do Him Right. Also, another Montgomery-based rapper Too Cold, better known as his stage name L.B. Young, releases tribute on New Year's titled Ripe Doe. On January 2, 2014, T.I. released his own tribute song, which features Doe B, titled Flying with Angels. On January 9, 2014, T.I. revealed a teaser for a Doe B song titled Why, featuring himself. It was said to be a track featured on Doe B's upcoming posthumous debut album. Then 5 days later, Why was released for digital download. On April 1, 2014, Doe B's first full posthumous project titled D.O.A.T. 3 was released. The mixtape features vocal guest appearances from T.I., Young Dro, Try the Truth and others. The production was handled by Zaytoven, M16, K.E. on the track and more producers. On iTunes, a deluxe edition of D.O.A.T. 3 was released on the same day. The deluxe edition features 6 more tracks than the original, having 24 tracks in a total. Big Country King, T.I., Problem, Shad Da God are some of the guest appearances featured on the deluxe edition, that aren't on the original. One of those 6 tracks, Homicide featuring T.I., was turned into the second single of D.O.A.T. 3. On June 13, 2014, Doe B Presents C.B.M. Choppaz, Brickz and Money was released. It's a compilation mixtape by Doe B's own label Cote Block Music. The production was handled by Cartel and Bankz, 808 Mafia, Zaytoven and others. Doe B appears on 7 tracks of the mixtape. Personal life. Doe B was born Glenn Thomas in Montgomery, Alabama, on June 13, 1991. He is the son of Shirley Thomas and Kenneth Aaron. He wore an eye patch as a result of a shooting in 2009. He has 3 daughters. Death. On December 28, 2013, Doe B was shot at the Centennial Bar and Grill in Montgomery, Alabama. He was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead. A bystander, Kimberly Johnson, was also killed, and 6 other patrons were injured. The Centennial was housed in what was earlier known as the Rose Supper Club, which was the subject of a shooting in December 2012 that left 6 people injured. It had also been the location of multiple shootings over the past 7 years. The name of the venue had been changed after the most recent incident. After the latest shooting, Mayor Todd Strange ordered the club to close immediately. On December 30, 2013, 25-year-old Jason McWilliams of Montgomery turned himself into MPD detectives. He would then be charged with 2 counts of capital murder and is being held without bond. Montgomery Police Department detectives concluded that the shooting stemmed from an ongoing dispute between McWilliams and Doe B. A second local 25-year-old man, named Darius Thomas, was also arrested for the murders and charged accordingly. On January 3, 2014, a third shooting victim, 20-year-old Tim Hamilton, died from the gunshot wounds. Doe B's funeral was held in Montgomery, Alabama on January 4, 2014. T.I. spoke at the funeral praising Doe B and speaking about how bright of a future in music he really had. On January 11, 2014, it was reported that 3 of the 5 surviving victims of the shooting were suing the Centennial Hill Bar and Grill. The plaintiffs Keldrick Landon, Clarence Young, J.R. and Pharaoh Bennett have filed lawsuits against Centennial, the Flight LLC, its owner Nicole Bankhead, and the club's security company. Landon was the most injured, suffered multiple gunshot injuries requiring surgery. All 3 victims claimed in the lawsuit that the club's bouncers were bribed into allowing weapons into the building. They are seeking compensation for medical expenses, loss of work, and pain and suffering. On September 30, 2014, it was discovered that someone had tried to disturb Thomas's grave. His mother has expressed concern and is considering moving his body to an unmarked grave. Discography =albums == compilation albums == mixtapes == singles as lead artist, as featured artist =guest appearances videography as featured artist references. External links: Doe B at AllMusic, Doe B discography at Discogs, Doe B on Facebook, Doe B on MySpace.